What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today we'll be talking about one of the best money glitches in Horizon 5 right now, and of course updated after the recent changes to the auction house where it's now back up. We're in a new Series 15 update, and there are a few extra things you guys will need to know if you want to go in and use this glitch. Now, it's not like that Super 7 glitch. It's no longer going to be a huge exploit, guys. It's how Forza goes. There's not a new glitch to make a billion credits in an hour every single other week, but this one is still going to be very effective, allow you guys to make a cool 10 million credits an hour quite consistently. Now, of course, guys, if you want to stay up to date with any further videos related to this, if this gets patched, I'll be the first to come out with a new video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel with notifications on, and comment down below how many credits you guys currently have in Horizon 5. Now, one thing to keep in mind, guys, the blueprint code that I'll go in and show you guys for this event will likely change over time. So as it does, I can update the pinned comment for you guys, and the blueprint laps will look slightly different, but the actual process will always be pretty much the exact same. So if you guys see my race, it may look slightly different to yours depending on what code is being used at the time, but the process is still the exact same. And first off, guys, what car you need to use. Now, there are three main cars you guys can use. It's always how it is for glitches. There are a few different options you guys have, one being the Lambo Sesto Forza Edition, which is a very good car and the best for this actually. The next one you guys can actually use if you don't have that car and you manage to have this is the Bigani Huayra BC Forza Edition, or you guys can alternatively use, if you don't have either of those, the Mercedes-Benz AMG CLK GTR Forza Edition. The reason these cars are good is because they have Forza Edition skills boost, which allow you guys to be able to farm skill points faster when using these cars. Now, regardless of which one you guys want to use, let's say you want to go on and use the Bigani, and the same would apply irrespectively of what car you guys want to use. It's extremely important you guys upgrade the car mastery perks, basically almost entirely maxing them out. This is very crucial as it will determine how many skill points you guys can get from using this, so make sure you don't overlook this step. So pretty much many of these perks, or some of the perks, you can avoid, but many of them you will of course need. I'll go and get all the ones I'd actually suggest you guys do bother getting, and of course you may as well get that super wheel spin perk as well. And just quickly, guys, if you're wondering, I've got a billion super wheel spins, a billion skill points, very high level, many credits, and by the way, guys, these are all the perks you will actually need. It's because I'm playing on a Forza instant delivery modded account from MitchCactus.com with all of the new Series 15 and 16 cars. So of course you guys can do the same. If you want to skip out on the grind, don't have to spend hours and hours just to make a few million credits, these modded accounts are definitely a good solution. They can be provided through a personal account. We offer credit packs and super wheel spin packs and even rare car packs if that's all you guys are looking for. We've got over 4,600 Trustpilot reviews and have even recently started offering GTA 5 modded accounts and packs for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, so be sure to go and check that out, guys. But now I'll get back to the video and show you the blueprint code you'll want to go in and use. And in terms of what tuning you use, pretty much anything allows you guys to go straight quickly, but pretty much load up event blueprints and search in the code I have on screen. Now, also have one in the pinned comment description. Like I said, these will change over time as they get taken down / patched, but of course the general gist of the race will be very similar. So guys, you can follow ahead what one I have in the pinned comment and do the same process. Go solo. And in terms of your difficulty settings, guys, like I said, pick what car you want to go in and use. I'd recommend basically just following exactly what I have, as it's pretty much a fully auto AFK setup. All you guys need to do is hold down accelerator and they'll do the driving, or the AI will do the driving for you. You can reset laps after every 30 seconds very quickly in and out, and it's very simple to do. So braking and steering on assisted and auto steering, traction stability control on, shifting automatic, and the rest doesn't really make too much of a difference. Now guys, by doing this glitch, you can only do it so many times before there's a cooldown. What I mean by that is that after you do it, let's say 10 times in a row as an example, the destructible objects will stop showing. So keep that in mind. Do it for let's say 20 to 30 minutes, make 300 skill points, wait out, do something else, whether it's play Forza or just, you know, do something else in your Xbox for a while, then come back, do some more laps, build up more skill points, and get straight back into doing it. You guys can see as soon as you start, you hold down accelerator, you'll start to build up skill points insanely quickly just by destroying these objects. Now, of course, like I said before, these will stop appearing after a little while, so keep that in mind. But you guys can still do quite a few laps, wait for the cooldown to end, go back in, do some more, and you guys will be able to get right back into it. Now, you guys can see each lap only takes around 26 seconds. As soon as you're done, you can literally just click X, go restart, go straight back in. You don't need to search for the event again. You can go right back in almost instantaneously, so you can save a lot of time by doing this. Once you guys do that and make another 10 skill points, and you guys can pretty much do this process over and over again until you're happy with how many skill points you've made. Like I said, just keep doing it. After the cooldown, go back in, go back in, go back in, and until you guys get 1,000 skill points, which is the cap, you guys can keep doing this, and then from then you can convert those into super wheel spins, which is very easy and straightforward to do, especially with the auction house now working due to a few recent changes changes that I'll get into as the video goes on. But pretty much after you guys made enough skill points, all you got to do is go on and head to the Horizon Festival playlist. So once you guys head to the festival, not actually the playlist, there are a few different cars you guys can use. Now there have been some pretty big changes to the auction house fairly recently, not actually too recently, but a little bit of time ago, involved with buying out cars. So previously, if you were to buy a car from the auction house, and if that car already had the perks used, you wouldn't actually be able to use them again. Well guys, that's no longer how it works. If you buy a car off the auction house, even if the perks have already been used, when you receive it, they will not appear as being used. That means you guys can buy any car you want. You used to have to watch out for repeated sellers listing up a bunch because you know they're farming this in bulk. Now it does not matter. And these cars cost 400,000 credits, right? There's another car that's even better for this, the Zenvo TSRS, that costs 1 million credits around that on the auction house. But guys, there's a bit of a catch. So you do this once, let's say you do this once in a Zenvo, you buy it for 1 million credits, you get these skill point perks, and you convert them into super wheel spins like I can show you guys in a second here, and you can either resell the car on the auction house, which means you get your 1 million credits you spent on the Zenvo back, and you also keep the 2 super wheel spins and 1 normal wheel spin, or if you guys list one of these up on the auction house, and I'll buy one out here as an example to show you what I mean by the perks, or if you guys list it back on the auction house, even if no one buys it, you guys will be returned the car. That's typically how the auction house, or always how the auction house works, and here's the catch. So even if no one buys it, you receive the car back, the perks will reset again, which means you guys can do this an infinite amount of times whilst only spending that 1 initial 1 million credits, and from then it's completely free to go over and over again, get the 2 super wheel spins and 1 wheel spin, rinse and repeat over and over again until you guys have spent all of your skill points. Let's say you guys made 500 skill points. Each time you guys get the perks in the Zenvo, it's going to cost you around 21 skill points, which means you can get over 50 super wheel spins and 25 normal wheel spins from 500 skill points, which is only around an hour, if not quite a lot less of grinding. You get 20 skill points a minute. Obviously there is that cooldown to factor in, but in a couple hours you'll easily have 50 super wheel spins plus 25 normal wheel spins, which is going to be well over 5 million credits. On average, a super will give you more than 100k in credits, not to mention the rare cars you guys can get and even resell if you wanted to through the auction house. So it's very easy to do, and you guys can do this as many times as you want, working 100% Xbox, PC, or Steam. One thing you guys can also do is, in terms of buyable clothing items, if you guys go to the festival, you buy out the purchasable clothing items, they'll actually reduce those from the loot pool, which will therefore mean you guys have a higher likelihood of getting more desirable items from these spins. Let's say there's 500 clothing items in the game. If you guys buy 490 of the ones you can buy with credits, the rest are only going to be unlockable through events or getting them through the spins. You guys have now removed 590 effectively useless items from the spins, which will therefore mean you have a significantly more increased chance of getting cars and credits, which of course is going to be a lot more desirable than just getting clothing items. Now of course guys, if you don't have to go through this grind, these modded accounts are definitely a good solution for you. Check out the pinned comment description, like and subscribe with notifications on to stay updated with any further videos. You guys know the drill. Thank you all so much for watching and have fun using this glitch.